Hello again, everyone. Todd Michael Putnam from D&D Creative Table Designs, bringing you another adventure table idea. And this one is an adventure inspired by a standard Skyrim dungeon. I'm a huge fan of Skyrim. I've got, of course, the original Skyrim, the special edition, the anniversary edition. I've been playing it since it came out, 10 years. I've got like 1,200 hours into the most recent version of the game, so love the game. And a lot of times in Skyrim, you'll have, of course, you'll come upon a random fort or something like that that's broken down, and there'll be bandits and stuff in the top areas. And then as you go deeper in, there's other stuff. And so that's what I decided to do. I tried to model this dungeon, this adventure, after a standard Skyrim type adventure when you're playing along. So, of course, we start with the broken fort that's got some busted down walls and stuff on it. Not looking that great. And when you get inside, there are, of course, bandits. There's some up here on the parapets walking around, and up here as well, raining down some missile fire arrows on you. And then, of course, you have some bandits on the inside here next to all the trashed out stuff that come out and usually rush the players as they come through the main gate, which would be through here. And the players come through. Eventually, they work their way up through the top and head into the dungeon proper itself right there. And for this map, what I did was, here's half of the map is the external portion of the dungeon, and then the other half of the map over here is once you go inside. And so, of course, there's some elevation for that, so I using my Todd tiles, I just propped it up and got an extra 2 levels of elevation there, as you can see from the dungeon entrance. And you just come into the entrance area here, and there's immediately 2 ways down. You can come down this set of stairs here, and then down again further. And in this place here, we're going to see standard skeevers, or giant rats, that are there. Everyone who's played Skyrim knows all about the skeevers. So here we just see some of the adventurers now taking on some of the skeevers. And I don't have any actual Elder Scrolls assets at this time that I'm able to deploy, but I've got some coming. So right now I'm just using all standard D&D stuff in order to do this, so just giant rats. I did manage to find those spikes. If you look through a lot of the dungeons when they're broken and stuff, there's always rubble and stuff on the side and knocked over furniture and things like that. So I tried to get that feel in here. With the stairs going down, and then the rubble and spikes and stuff in the corner. The second way down from the top stairs here is leads to an area, and of course, whenever you go into a Skyrim dungeon, you've always got the spellcaster guys. So here we see one of the fire wizards, or conjurers, I should say. Sorry, a conjurer, and I'm using this as a stand-in for flame atronachs. Plenty of those you always see in the Skyrim dungeon, so tried to make that appearance. They always have like a little table or something there when they're eating at it, or maybe a bookshelf and stuff. So I tried to put those things in. And then if we follow this section over here, here's another section. There's more conjurers. These have skeletons that they've conjured up in this area. Of course, you see some weapon racks and some trash and stuff on the... Oops, that's supposed to be over here. So, and there's usually torches on the walls too, so I have some torches on the walls. But you can see the skeletons that they've conjured up there, and their table full of gold and stuff laid out. There's always some empty rooms and stuff that just has some trash in it, so that there. This room here is got... move one of the guys over. There we go. A spellcaster and a frost atronach. That's there, and there we go. Adjust that, and you can see he's of course got his books that he's studying and reading. The torch on the wall, books and stuff in the bookcase. But he's always ready with the frost atronach for whenever the players invade the area. Then there's usually, we'll come back over this way, and we can see in this area, there's some dungeons usually where they or some prisons where they hold people. So I've got a small section for that to help kind of replicate that. And then I went a little bit off the beaten path for it. And here I've got an actual torture chamber for the bad guys. You usually see them more often. You're going to see in Skyrim, they just have vampires or whatever it is that they're dissecting and doing their research on and stuff. But I just put in a regular old torture chamber in here, conducting their foul experiments and just generally being evil people. And oh, by the way, this is the Chambers of Suffering from Dwarven Forge. It's really good. I like it. They did a good job painted up with kind of the mucky, bloody color and stuff, so it really stands out as a Chamber of Horrors type thing. So that's, if you're wondering where that came from, it's from Dwarven Forge. And then this section over here, there's like a little molten pit, and it's guarded by some more skeletal figures. And if you head up these stairs, you got another high priest type guy, and they will push their prisoners sliding down the pit into a little fighting area that's surrounded by more conjurers and fire wizards and frost wizards and stuff, ice wizards, and there's a little chamber where they watch the people fight the undead carrion crawler type guys. So that's basically it. That's the idea, just trying to bring a Skyrim dungeon in general to life, or take some strong inspiration from it. Really fun build. Most of this, of course, is Dwarven Forge here. This right here is from, and I can't remember the name of the Patreon. I'll link it or something in there, but I think it's like Hammer and Anvil or something, Patreon, but it's actually just a dice roller. But it does such a good job for being a battle arena that I use it for that. Most of this through here is all Dwarven Forge of various types, which always looks great. I've been using those guys for years. This owlbear is from griffinco.com. I've got a lot of stuff from them. A lot of the dead minis and stuff that I use is from Griffinco. It's fantastic. Highly recommend you go to those guys. I've only had good experience with them. On the back side, you can see these are my Todd tiles that I've thrown together that you can download and print for free and provide great elevation. As you can see, they're perfectly matched, especially for the Dwarven Forge. They're in that 2x format, 2 inches high, 4 inches wide, 8 inches long, or 4 inches wide and 4 inches long. And you just throw those on top of each other, paint them up for whatever color you want to match your existing tile set, and whammo, you're in business. My river is from PegasusHobbies.com. My castles, the outside and the inside one, are all from Zitterdes. Ziterdes, Zitterdes.com. They're hard foam. They don't come pre-painted, which is great. And you can paint them up however you want. They store extremely well, and they're very durable, and they're perfect. They do a great job. And then the trees and stuff that I have are from Monster Fight Club. Get those from there. Really love their trees. Dwarven Forge has nice trees too, but they're a lot more expensive. And honestly, I just find it easier to use the Monster Fight Club trees. For me, they seem to work better, to be completely honest. So I go with them, trees and bushes. This pond is also from Monster Fight Club. And then most of the rest of this stuff is just small 3D prints and stuff, like the barrels and boxes and, you know, broken down wagons and things like that. Those are just 3D prints that I got offline. And then the battle mat from this one here, I've used it often, many times, is from P-Works Gaming, or P-Works War Games. They're fantastic. Got a lot of mats from them. Really love them. So that's it. On one last thing, my Dungeon Master screen is from Stat Trackers. Stat Trackers makes those awesome cards for 5th edition that has all your monster stats and everything on it. And they recently just had themselves a Kickstarter, and while the cards from the Kickstarter haven't shipped yet, the Dungeon Master screen, they were able to ship that out early, which we're greatly appreciative of. And it looks great, and it works great. So that's it. Thanks for checking it out. Please like and subscribe if you're enjoying the videos and you like the content. Tell your friends about it, and so we'll keep making more. And I will see you guys next adventure. Take care, and have a great day. Bye.